guys? Good to be with you again. So I want to talk to you some more about H.R. 5717. It is the Omnibus Snatch Your Guns bill currently in Congress right now. Recently, a sister bill was proposed by good old Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren, in the Senate. It's exactly the same bill, just on the Senate side. So essentially, in sections 1 through 7 of this bill, the bill proposes an exorbitant amount of fees and regulation in the form of structural modifications to their buildings and different background checks and licenses each employee has to have, and specialized locks and doors and alarm systems, all kinds of just additional stuff they have to put money into, overhead, that's going to be passed on to you, the consumer, when you go to buy your firearms. And one might say, why not just make a tax and do it that way? Well, they did. Because Section 8 of the bill is absolutely about a tax. It's specifically a tax. So Section 8 will put a 30% additional tax on firearms and a minimum of 50% tax on ammunition. I say a minimum because the bill, very loosely worded, implicates that specialized types of ammunition could be taxed farther if they're scarier. Just saying. So right off the top, you got all these fees to run their business. That's going to be passed on in the cost of the gun. So you're looking at probably a 100 to 150% cost in increased cost in the firearm. On top of this tax. So again, I want you to understand, it is about keeping the common man from being able to afford a firearm, because we paupers can't be allowed to resist. They can't have that. If we could get guns, we can resist them. And they're going to do everything in their power to stop that. Lobby your congresspersons, lobby your state representatives, write letters, post stuff on Facebook, do whatever you have to do to let people know you don't support this, that you don't want your politicians to support this. And if your politicians do support this, read your state's constitution, find whatever law you have on your side to get rid of these politicians, whether it's a recall effort, whatever you have to do, do it. Because I'm telling you, and I know this from personal experience, I've seen places where people have had their guns taken away. Those are the places where people are eating out of garbage cans and their zoos don't have animals anymore. Those are places where you find fields where fingers are reaching out of the mud because people were buried in mass. The fight for our Second Amendment and for our firearms is the most important fight we can fight right now, next to the First Amendment. As always, folks, be decent to each other. We're all in this together. God bless.